You know when you get an area in your lawn and it dries out and it goes brown and dies? I'm going to look at how to repair that really quickly, and my repair only took me 10 days. G'day, it's Matthew Dawn from Lawn Porn. Welcome to 2025. 9th season of Lawn Porn is crazy. It doesn't feel like 9 years, it feels like 9 months. It's gone that quickly. Such a lot of fun making these videos. You're gonna get a lot of value out of today's video, so be sure to like and subscribe and do all that. This is really gonna help you with when you get some dry patches and what to do. Now, dry patches in the lawn can happen for all sorts of reasons. Not enough water, too much water, bugs, pests, can be fungal disease, can be fert burn, can be lots of things. So I had a dry patch. I knew what I did. I was doing a high level of plant growth regular every fortnight when I used to do like half as much for a month. So basically I knew that these little couple of areas that I have out the front were affected by putting too much plant growth regulator down that the area can handle. I sort of oversprayed in the areas a bit because they're a little bit awkward to get into my yard, especially with that big sprayer that I got. I saw that it was affected and I thought, oh, okay, I'm about to go away because we had a beautiful holiday at Port Hughes for a week in the caravan, and I was going to go away for a week. And look, I kept my watering up and everything, but my worst fears were realised when I came back from that holiday. Of course, the lawn had grown a little bit because it's now starting to come out of the plant growth regulator, but those little areas had died off that were affected by the overspray of plant growth regulator. So that was my situation there. I mean, if your situation was grubs, well, obviously you'll need to treat with a pesticide. History is fantastic there, a great product to get if you want to keep the black beetle away. If you've got other pests, well, a celloprene treatment will do really good. If it's a fungal disease, that's a little bit harder to sort of diagnose, and sometimes it takes a little bit of mucking around to find the right product to use and the right method to use. But I've done well with Patriot fungicide. That's a broad spectrum fungicide if I've ever had any fungal issues, but I haven't because I'm in a dry climate here in South Australia at Port Augusta, so fungal doesn't really bug me too often. So, but anyway, I knew what was going on with this area, and I just went, okay, now I've got to repair it. So with my area, what I did is I'd just come back from my holidays and noticed that those areas had died off. So I did a mow first, and I did a mow at 10 millimeters for the whole area. That sort of scalped it up a little bit because it had been growing for a while and not mowed while I was away, so I wasn't too worried about that. I knew it would come back, and overall my lawn I was going up to 12 millimeters anyway, so keep that in mind in the background. However, getting to the areas that were affected, so what did I do there? So I've got the cylinder mower and I've gone from 12 millimeters to 6 millimeters. Now the MowMaster really, in my mind, you know, a 6 millimeter mower on the MowMaster feels like a 4 millimeter mower, it really does. So the 6 millimeters, you know, you can go lower on your mower if you want to. So that will go into the thatch layer, as you notice in the shots that I've got here. And I do it one way, the other way, and then I do a 90-degree angle, obviously, just to really mow it down. That exposes all that thatch. And now that thatch layer at this time of the year is actually good. This is the middle of summer here. That thatch layer actually protects against the evaporation. So I don't mind having that little bit of thatch layer at all. I like the ease of everything, so that's why I grow a little bit higher during the summer season. So after that, what I do is I get in with a verticutter. Now I've got a verticutter attachment with the Alec Kensington that I've got. So the same thing there, I've gone down as low as I can with that, and that slightly goes into the ground, just that little bit, and it brings out a little bit of that thatch, but it also opens up the ground just to let air, water and nutrients get into the area a little bit better and easier. After that, we'll put down some of that lovely lawn porn top dress that you can get from Garden Grove in South Australia. It is fantastic top dress, but look, any top dress will do. I've got a sandy profile, so you know, if you can, use a clean sand. If you have a profile that's got a little bit more organics in it, a blended loam will be fine. Both blended loam and the sand will cover that area nicely, and you don't want to go very thick. You just want to go thin and not change the profile from the rest of the lawn, so to speak. So what to do from there is you need to get down some soil wetter and some humic acid, and that's a step that a lot of people miss when it comes to this. So you want to get that soil wetter down. The soil wetter will make sure that the water penetrates the area, make sure that the water stays at the area and doesn't get lost to evaporation, and make sure that the area is evenly distributed with water, so you're not going to get dry patches. The humic acid, well, that's a fantastic product, and it's very hard to get good humics in the domestic space. And what humic acid does is that it'll activate the soil microbes for soil health, but also hold on to nutrients ready for when the plant needs it. Pretty quick repair. This is a 10-day repair and it's almost 100% there. Humic acid is vital for that quick repair to happen. So get that down, and just before you water that in, I did a light dab of 4 Seasons just so that there's some granular ground available nutrients for the new plant that's going to come through that area to hold on to. We're also going to support that with liquids, but that is going to have to happen when the leaf starts showing. And at the moment, we don't really have the leaf showing on day one, obviously, because we've cut it all down. But that's all right. Look, that jump start of the soil wetter, humic acid, and 4 Seasons really gets that leaf going. You'll notice it in a couple of days. See, I think on day 2 is when I put down my first foliar treatment. Now, the lawn here is all used to foliar treatment, but even though this is sort of a new lawn that's come up here, there's new little bits of leaf on, like day 2, you'll be able to still use a higher amount, which is what I did. However, if you're really concerned about it, or you haven't used foliar liquids in like the last month or so, I would use the lower rate. So if you're going the lower rate, 50 mils per the 100 square meters of launch, 50 mils per the 100 square meters of root builder tank mix, get that down, and no need to water that in. So what I did though was 100 mils root builder, 100 mils launch. So launch is a balanced NPK, so it's a nice even spread of nutrients to help the growth of all the plant systems, and basically it's got some kelp in there for the root zone as well. But while I'm about it, I put root builder in there because root builder is the absolute best on market for building the roots of lawns. So fantastic product there, because basically these 2 areas that I've had this little bit of trouble in, I want them to come back quickly, and I'm using the best products. Basically, that's what's happening. So that launch root builder gets in there and starts work, and it starts work really, really quickly. Looking at around about day 5, day 6, so only a couple of days after the treatment, is when I look to really make the process really rapid. So day 6 is when I brought out, and this is a fantastic product, everyone, Charger. Charger is a fantastic product because it's got growth hormones for quick leaf growth. It's got iron for colour. It's just got the right amount of nutrients to really give it a huge kick. There's no product on the market like it, and that's why it's so popular. That's because it works so fast. It'll even work during winter time on warm season lawns that are basically in dormancy. You put the Charger down, and I mix Charger 400 mils per 100 square meters. It's not quite the highest, but it's right up there with 100 mils root builder per the 100 square meters. Sprayed that down and also didn't have to water that in. And a few days later, you can see how it's absolutely gone crazy since then. It really closed up, over a couple of days. And now that we're at day 10, fantastic results. So what else did I do over that time? What did I want to speak about? Watering, that's right. So during that time, I did what's called syringe watering. I watered 7 AM, 12 PM, 4 PM for about 10 minutes each time. Basically, we want to keep that water at the top of the where the roots are and the new rhizomes coming out of the plant that is coming out of that area. Now, it's a little bit lazy of me, I know, but I've got work, I've got everything else, I'm not here. It would have been more beneficial for my lawn if I just did those areas. those 3 times a day and left the deep watering to the rest of the lawn. But I didn't have that pleasure, so the whole lawn got that syringe watering, and you can keep that up over the 2 weeks. The only days that I didn't do the syringe watering was the days that I did the application of the launch and root builder and the application of the charger and root builder. So that's the only 2 days that I didn't syringe water, but every other day that I did. And basically you can keep that up for 2 weeks, and then I would switch back to your normal deep infrequent watering. So watering deeply once or twice a week, early in the morning for that lawn that's really going to be drought tolerant and totally resistant to fungal diseases because you're not over watering. So basically, as you can see, the results in 10 days are amazing. So this is the last shot that I'm going to show you of it. It's more or less 9.5 days, but 10 days looks better in the video. Yeah, it's 9.5 days, but anyway, let's have a look. Now this is almost covered in, so this is almost covered in. You only sort of see it when you come up higher.
I think you'll agree the results from 10 days ago are quite good, and it's almost filled in and you hardly even notice it looking from the street. So it's doing very well. And in 7 days time, this is going to be great for Australia Day. So we've identified the source of the injury. Once we've done that and fixed that sort of scenario, we mow it down to about 4 millimeters, all good there. Also like to get in there with the verticut just to pull up some more thatch and let some air, water and nutrients be able to get into the soil a little bit better. A light top dress with some sand or some sandy loam and level that out and even it up to the rest of your lawn. Then get into the soil wetter and humic acid, followed by some 4 seasons for growth, and make sure to water that in and keep the syringe watering up throughout the next couple of weeks. Basically, once you see some leaf popping through, you'll be able to put some liquid products down. I did launch, and then within 4 days it looked like this, and then I put down some charger, and then within a few days it covered in quite nicely. So those products there mixed in with the root builder just did the job.
The other thing I forgot to mention is mowing. So this is now out of plant growth regulator's control, and it's really growing up very, very quickly, especially in 40-degree heat like it is today, and with that syringe watering. So I've been mowing every second day just to keep on top of it. When I got back, it was, very, very fluffy, and there was a few seed heads going out, and that was starting to come out of the plant growth regulator control. 10 days down the track and no plant growth regulator at all. It's gone whoosh, it really has. So it's been a lot of work, but that's all right as well. So what are my plans with this lawn now? Look, we're coming up to Australia Day. I want to have it looking the absolute best it can. What's today? This date? I don't know what today's date is, so I've got to find out what that is. Just bear with me. I just found out from the missus. Yes, today is Sunday, the 19th of January. So Australia Day is exactly 1 week away from today. So the 26th is Sunday next week. And I'm also told by the boss is that the public holiday is on the Monday after that, on the 27th. So I'm looking forward to that because I'll get that Monday off. I didn't realise that until now, so that's good. But anyway, these spots with another 7 days to go, they're going to be screaming back into recovery. And I want to have this lawn looking its absolute best by the 27th, by the 26th here on Lawn Porn. I'm looking forward to an exciting year of 2025 Lawn Porn. So be sure to like, subscribe and do all that. It helps me grow. And I hope this video helped you out. So be sure to smash that like if you didn't already. All right, thanks for watching my video today. Be sure to leave a comment in the comments section. I'll answer it, I'll keep an eye on it, and get your lawn on. See you in the next one.